Hello, welcome, yarn lovers. This is episode number 1 of Yarning with Mimi. Thank you for joining me. My name is Sherry Ann, also known as Mimi, and this is a podcast about knitting and crochet. I am coming to you from South Texas, hot and humid, very hot. It's only 7 o'clock in the morning and it's already close to 90. And close to the Mexican border. I stay away from there, actually. I don't get there very often. But let me explain Mimi. I mentioned my name is Sherry Ann, but we are Yarning with Mimi. I have 4 lovely grandchildren that call me Mimi. And I tell you, every time I hear that come out of them, it just warms my heart. And so here we are, Yarning with Mimi. My morning Starbucks. I know it's a podcast thing. You always need to know what your host is drinking. I have a venti Americano with cream, no sugar. Anyways, this is an early morning podcast. I got up super early when my husband went on one of his events. He is a biker, runner, swimmer. And I wanted to do an early morning podcast before everybody else woke up and thought I was losing it talking to myself in my studio. So let's just jump right into it and talk about finished objects. I work a lot with cotton, and I make washcloths, or actually what I do is I don't make kitchen cloths. I make spa cloths, and I have a bunch here. This is citrus, peaches and cream cotton. What I like to do is make little spa sets, and I'll make a couple of different colors, wrap it up in some raffia, and put a cute little soap. And so these are my spa sets. I do sell them, but I also give them away as gifts. That was peaches and cream. It comes in a cone. I got mine from Walmart, and I am telling you, it's like $7.97 or $7.99 for a cone, and I got 13 washcloths out of one cone. You can get the equivalent at Hobby Lobby. Joann's has their own brand of cotton. Their cotton is a little more costly, but use your 40% off coupon and you get a good price. They all work out nicely. For my cloths, I use a 5mm needle, and I do the little eyelet ridge. As you can see, the little holes. And I knit up to 44, and then I start to decrease, and then bind off. That pattern is called Grandma's Favorite Dishcloth. You can find it anywhere on the web. Just Google Grandma's Favorite Dishcloth and it'll pop up for you. Another finished object I have are some hats. My eye is watering. These are children's size hats. They fit like 2-year-old up to 12-year-old or grade 6, whatever age group that is. I do a lot of charity knitting and crochet, and so far I have 53 of these hats made. My brother lives in Grand Prairie, Alberta, Canada, and he spearheads a program around Christmas time called Samaritan's Purse, and it's essentially a program where they fill up about 100 or more shoe boxes of gift items, essential items for children in need, and those get shipped out all over the world. So this year I thought I would contribute and make hats for those boxes. So I'm already halfway there. I want to get another 50 made and then send those to him. So I do own a very small non-profit company. It's called Mimi's Kind Knits. Our little tagline is where kindness is handmade. It is a company registered with the state of Texas, and it is all charity. I'm a one-man show, and I have made blankets for Child Protective Services and slippers, hats for the homeless. I've made booties and sweater sets for pregnancy resource centers, and I continue to do all of that, even with my personal knitting that I like to do and crocheting. I've made baby blankets and donated them, tons of baby beanies and preemie sweater sets for the nurseries and NICUs. And I have participated in the Pink Slipper Project. It is a Facebook page. Look it up, the Pink, excuse me, the Pink Slipper Project. It is a group of people that knit slippers and washcloths, and they get sent to women's shelters all over the country. Very good charity. So I'm currently working on those hats, and will likely continue to do so always. Another finished object I have, this is a cute little guy. I call it Mimi's Cuddlers. They are made with, these are crocheted and stuffed with polyfill. They have the safety eyes and safety nose. Little pom-pom for the tail. So cute. I made a bunch of these, and these were donated to a children's ward, cancer ward in a hospital in Austin area. I've also given some to local shelters here for the children. So these have also been donated. I am thinking of starting an Etsy shop and trying to sell them as well. That pattern is a free pattern, and you can find it. Let me just read my notes here so I give you the right information. It is www.lanukas.com. lanukas.com. It is a free pattern. It's in Spanish. However, if you scroll down, you can get to an English tab, and they have a number of cute little critters that you can crochet. So that's it for my finished objects for this episode. I have a lot of others, but I don't want to bore you with too many. Let's jump into WIPs, works in progress. I am currently working on more dishcloths, as you can see. A baby blanket. This is crochet. This is made with Mandala baby yarn. Oh, that's backwards. I don't know if it shows up backwards for you. It comes in a ball. And what I'm working on is a corner to corner. It takes 2 balls. Again, this is a very good bargain. Mandala sells at Walmart. It is like $3.98 a ball. I use 2 balls for one beautiful blanket. Like I say, I'm working on a corner to corner. And see how the colors change? I have a brown, goes into a blue, a lighter blue, and then to the white, back to the brown again. So I have a coworker who is having a baby boy. Wednesday is actually going to be her last day of work, and she is going in for scheduled C-section on Friday. So Wednesday I will gift her with that blanket. I also make little spa sets, like I mentioned, with hand scrubs and hand balms and lip balms. So I will put together a little packet for Mommy as well. For this blanket I use this is a weight 3 yarn, a light worsted. I use a size 5mm crochet hook, and I crochet up to 40 clusters. You go corner to corner. So once I get 40 clusters up each side, then I start to decrease. For my edging on these blankets, I do single crochet all the way around the outer edge, and then I will do 4 double crochet, skip 2, slip stitch, skip 2, 4 double crochet all the way around. It makes a really cute little edge. As a matter of fact, let me show it to you. I forgot to show you this. This is a finished project. It's another corner to corner blanket for a little girl, but this is what my edging looks like. It's a cute little scallop edging where you go the 4 double crochet, skip 2, slip stitch, skip 2, 4 double crochet. And so it gives you a really nice scalloped edge all the way around your blanket. Okay, socks. Everybody loves socks. I have a couple of socks on the go. As a matter of fact, I think I probably have fallen into that trap of second sock syndrome. But I will work on them. I have a pair of socks that I'm working on. This is one of my project bags. This is a project bag that is made by Ginger Snap That. She's a Canadian gal, and she has an Etsy shop. She makes these and sells them. Has the handle. She puts a nice little charm, tree of life. Inside, lining, beautiful bag. She makes a little notions bag to go with it. And I don't know if you've all gotten into the sock blank craze, but I sure have. And this is one of her sock blanks. Isn't that beautiful? So, I already started knitting a sock. Now, I do plain vanilla socks. I don't get fancy. I haven't figured out how to do the magic loop. I haven't even tried, actually. I have tried using the little, is it 6-inch needles, circular needles. I just can't wrap my hands around them. They are too tiny. But here's the way this is knitting up. Don't you just love the way that stripes out? I make a little longer leg cuff. I first do 25 2x2 ribbing, and then I think I'm doing 65 rows for the leg. I do the heel flap gusset. I know a lot of people are now into the fish lip kiss heels. I haven't tried that yet. I'm still doing heel flap gusset. I just find it works really well for me. It's a beautiful fit, and I don't want to change that out if something's working well. I've made socks for my children, my girls. They like them. They fit them well. And so I'm going to stick with it until I need to change. I have another pair of socks on the go. Excuse me. Let me get a drink here. My throat's getting a little dry. So I have another project bag. Isn't this gorgeous? It's got a little tassel, my inside lining. This is probably my favorite project bag, and I will tell you why. My daughter makes them. She made this for me. She has an Etsy shop, Rose Rack Boutique, and she makes all kinds of things. So check her out. I am thinking we will get a few bags for giveaways later on down the road. So that's something really exciting to look forward to. So the socks living in this bag, I am using some commercial yarn. It is the Jawal, Lang Jawal. And I got this at a yarn shop in Dallas when I visited my other daughter who lives in Dallas. And so far, this is where I'm at with this sock. Isn't that knitting up nicely? It's going to be a long sock. Here's the heel flap and gusset, so I'm working now on the foot. So the sock is almost finished. And then I'll have to start the second one. See if I can have a finished pair of socks for our next podcast.